There's so many different kinds of equine therapy for very, very different uses and populations and audiences. And here at the Arbor, we specifically target individuals that are struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. A horse can't relate to ego. A horse cannot be fooled by a client's behavior. You can't fake it with a horse, in other words. It doesn't judge what the person is or what they've done or their past or their future. They really focus on who that person is right there in that moment.
The horses or animals can offer that connection and that safety a lot of times that sitting in a room with a therapist that they don't know can't offer.
It gets the client out of a room, up and moving their bodies. And so it's very holistic in that it addresses the entire body, the entire system, movement, sound, smells, just nature. And so it brings all of these wonderful different elements into the therapeutic arena. Horses show up authentically, no matter what is going on around them. Humans, not so much. Sometimes we're inauthentic, sometimes we've had a bad day, sometimes we have to kind of fake it to make it, and horses don't have that capacity. Drugs and alcohol were the solution at one point in most people's lives until it became the problem.
Whether you are an addict or an alcoholic, I think that these days it is more known and it is recognized as more of a disease. It touches everybody's lives. It's based on fear. It's based on not having a sense of safety or a sense of who you are, and it just progresses.
Equine allows these horses to come forward and hold space. They're very energetic creatures and they have an innate need to connect. And when that client can emotionally wade through those obstacles or spiritually wade through those obstacles and become fully authentic, perhaps for the first time in their adulthood or their entire life, and really truly touch that vulnerable part of themselves within themselves, the horses will instantly respond. They can't not respond. And they respond with this acceptance and this welcoming and this gentleness and this nurturing that can bring you to tears.
To what Kris is talking about is building their window of tolerance of how they can go through life and handle things. And it is brought up and you can't unbring it up when they're face to face with a horse because of that congruency or incongruency in how the horses respond or react. And so they start to see this and they start to have this awareness and the desire to want to do something different. One of the beautiful things about equine therapy is that it's not an A plus B equals C. It is experiential. It happens in the moment. We stay in the moment and we work on moving the relationship forward. And, a small success could be very huge. So it's so based on each individual client and their needs. And, we try to give every little success that we can, because that just, again, helps build their window of tolerance. It helps build this sense of security and safety and works on their attachment style.
The horses are our partners, and they're equal partners. They're not tools. I'm not in charge. The client doesn't get to be in charge either, and the horse doesn't get to be in charge. It really is about coming together and building that connection and that sense of belonging. This isn't a model that we just take out and dust off for particular clients. This is a way of life.